Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I don't do a lot of videos on the crap that Trump emanates, but this one I think was kind of appropriate because it speaks to really the neural degradation, or whatever you want to call it, of Donald Trump. This guy is losing. So this is an official letter he put out. He said that the Prime Minister Jonas of Greenland, I believe. Dear Jonas, he said your country decided to not to give me no peace prize. If I have stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant against the rental sinners. But can now think about what is good and popular for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right of ownership anyway? Why do I have a title of my car? I guess I don't know. There are no written documents. That's a lie. It's only that a boat landed there hundreds of years ago. But we had boats landing there also. That's probably a lie. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the U.S. The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you, President DJT. Now, I like to start by saying this. I don't think this is what a Nobel Peace Prize is. I think Nobel Peace Prize comes from Sweden or something, doesn't it? But it's irrelevant. The fact that he says, let's start off with this. The fact that he says that I didn't get the prize, so now I don't care about peace, proves he shouldn't have got the prize. Okay, let's start there. let's get to the meat. Let's start here. The fact that you see this prize as like a Viking or something, you give me your daughter. Like, it's the fact you don't give me is I'll burn down your village because I wanted your child. Like, the fact that you don't see no peace prize as more of a representation of trying to make the world a better place, and the fact you don't get it, well, I'll just attack you. Like, that's the only thing that will keep me from attacking you is getting this award. Is a reminder that Trump cheapens everything he touches. And may I say also, the fact that the lady gave it to him, which is still not his, it's still hers. It's a reminder that Trump is not even half the man Obama is. Obama got it. And I may put a picture on here of him getting the Peace Prize. You had to threaten some lady, and then she gave it to you. I look at the pictures of her standing next to her, she looks scared. That Latino, she looks scared, dude. She looks like she looks like I'm doing what I gotta do to protect my people from getting killed from this nut. And if I gotta give him an award with my name on it, that's fine. Because her name is still gonna be in the records 100 years from now that it's her, not Donald Trump. It's like, moving on. But that's Donald Trump. That's his world. That everything is for sale. Nothing's of anything value. Everything's of like, I can buy it. Why can't I get it? That's what it is. I think that all this, basically threatening people for no peace prize, and not saying that, well, now I'll just take your shit because you wouldn't give it to me, and then this lady giving it to him for free just to make a man-child not bomb her country, is all indicative of the fact that he's not qualified to be president, and that Obama was 10 times the man he'll ever be. There's plenty of things Obama did I didn't agree with. The killing of Muammar Gaddafi, taking Libya, many more things I can say that I didn't agree with. I did not agree with his foreign policy on certain issues. But as a man, as a human being, Obama is 10 times the man he will ever be. If Obama never said nothing else political for the rest of his life, nothing political, nothing, he will still be more of a man. And it's also the reminder that, I used to hear this years ago, that Obama had to be this classy, this Boy Scout. And that the fact that Trump does all these things and gets away with it, it doesn't really make Obama look bad. It's a reminder that white supremacy is a value. It's just like, It's like me. It's like me drinking water. Yep. Like me drinking juice. It's a value. I need to, I'm drinking this because I think it's good for me. I need it, for my body. Same thing for racists. They need it to look down on somebody else, and they don't care what the consequences are. I think that if Trump attacks Greenland, I gotta say this. The more I discern, I feel like it's white people's business, and I feel like we as people of color have to really start thinking about protecting ourselves. I may talk about it in a video, upcoming video, but we gotta start protecting ourselves and our families and thinking about what is the line in the sand, what's the line of no return. We have to start thinking locally. Well, think globally. I'm a global citizen, but really that in attacking Greenland to me is white people's business. These Europeans, they know America's done horrible things over the years, and they've helped cover it up. They've went along with the evil America's done, and now they're in the crosshairs. You understand? The Europeans have played a big hand in participating or just going along with, rendition and kidnapping of sovereign citizens from sovereign countries. I mean, the Europeans have allowed America to do a lot of rotten, awful things. They just was in America's orbit, and now America's turning on them. We're in the era of collapse. Meaning that basically, global warming and all these things will change. We're going to have water wars, we're going to have resource wars, meaning that these alliances don't really matter anymore because we need the resources. You understand? It isn't like we'll just sit here and work together, right? Work together. It's like, no, they need these resources, and it's greed too. So it's also greed. So this isn't that post-World War II era of Atlantic. This isn't that anymore. We'll start thinking as though this is an era of collapse. So all the old agreements and alliances, they don't really matter anymore. America's the first one to be clear about it. But I feel like the war, the attacks on Greenland, is just white folks' business. We have no business in it. I feel like with Trump and what people have shown me out here is that we don't mean anything. Black folks don't count. We don't. The only thing that the only thing that counts about us is when you vote and when you pay your taxes. That's it. We don't count. We don't. We got no business fighting these white man wars. None of them. And it's sad as it is for Greenland. That's just more and more my discernment is we got to think about our own people. We got to get, draw our line in the sand, whatever that may be. I think that if Trump attacks Greenland, it'll be the end of his presidency. But it's just nothing. In a reasonable society, he'd already be impeached. That letter would be impeached. The president is saying that because you didn't give him a peace prize, that he thinks it's okay to attack these people. That peace was this illusion of peace and negotiation. Because you can't negotiate with Donald Trump. He's a liar and a con man anyway, right? What am I talking about? This illusion, like a hologram, illusion of peace, was always dependent upon you giving him this shiny toy. And because you give him a tiny toy, then he's like, I'll attack you. If he attacks Greenland and people die, I feel like it'll be worse than 9/11. Because 9/11, the more and more you look at it, you realize there were a lot of mistakes. There were drills being held in the same day. There's radio transmission them saying, is it real exercise? They didn't know if 9/11, the planes getting hit was real or exercise. Because they were in exercise at that time. The fighter, could they shoot down the plane? They wasn't nowhere near there to shoot down the planes. And we know that George Bush was warned about a possible terror attack. So there's a lot of things that they could have done to avert or minimize the loss of life on that day. Attacking Greenland by marching troops or missiles being fired would be, to me, an act of aggressive war. And a war against Greenland or Denmark is war against Europe. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like I live in a world that's lost its mind. In a reasonable world, we would all know that this is an attack on Europe. Okay? It's like you're attacking somebody's kids. You're attacking their parents too. Yeah. You're attacking their family. It's not just, oh, well, he's just killing my son. No! In a reasonable world, he'd already be impeached now. What, you want him to wait till he shoots some missiles and kills 1,000 white people over there? Now, I feel, my discernment, that it's really just racism. Him attacking them people in Venezuela, and he talking about Cuba next. He may attack Cuba, I don't know. People don't care, and they're willing to believe this notion that it's brown people in trouble, which is not. It's fentanyl. Fentanyl doesn't come from Venezuela. People want to believe it, and because they're brown people, it's okay. And that he's doing, to me, it's the same similar logic between Greenland and Venezuela. It's very similar logic. Illogical. This is disordered thinking, right? You know, I'm trying to anthropomorphize a mentally ill, diseased man. He's prima facie making up words, and yeah, it's bear with me. But it's the same thing. The only difference is Venezuela is brown people, and Denmark, Greenland is white people. It's the same thing. And you know, if you attack Denmark, you're attacking the white folks. And they got the same stuff. Think about it. NATO been around, what, the 80s, 47? So we've had similar weapons, similar equipment. So you're attacking a peer partner. Several peer partners if you do this. That's the only difference. I view it the very same. I view attack on, and looking at them bringing out them caskets, or the remains of those bodyguards, like 100 people that got murdered over there. It really, for me, brought that home to me. This is racism. This is racism. Not to say I'm rocking with them people down, no. But I'm making the point that for a lot of white people, this is about you not caring about brown people. And I said the same thing with Canada. There's so much of these wars, like racist shit, and like, oh, these people don't think like we do. Okay, now you're ready to go to war with people who have similar weapons, similar training, similar equipment. They fought in wars with you, and you're going to try to fight them, and they're white? That's not going to work. Propaganda's not, propaganda's designed upon alienating them. You know, and that's not going to work. That's not going to make sense. I don't give white people no credit, because they don't deserve it. I don't want to ever get into this idea that they'll make the right decision, do the right things, or that they'll understand. But this, to me, going back to it, attacking Greenland would be a disaster going forward. And it would, for me, it would forever put America on the wrong side of history. I mean, I look at this loss of life, whether it be those bodyguards in Venezuela, whether it be, attacks in Iran. I just think to myself, I feel alienated from America. I feel alienated from American foreign policy in a way I never felt in the Iraq War. And I'm a guy that was, at 15 years old, was reading the case of impeachment against George Bush. What they're doing domestically, as well as in foreign policy, for me, makes me deeply ashamed to be an American. I see that flag, I feel deep shame and embarrassment every day, every single day. And attacking these people talking about impeaching Trump for attacking them. He's gonna do it. Don't you see? This is his Greenland. This is Epstein stuff. As stuff comes out, he's gonna do more stuff. It's like I don't know. What do white people need? What do you need? He keeps talking about it. You need him to fly bombers over there. What I'm going to it is this: we don't have a functioning government. because in a reasonable society, people would already say that. It should already be impeachment. And the fact, seeing them moving all they little Delta Force, Brother Force into Greenland and all that, moving all them force, all them resources in there, is a reminder they're taking this shit seriously. Maybe when these crackers out there sitting in Starbucks sipping a latte, it's a game. Maybe it's all a game, ha ha he he. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe to them it's a game. To them people across the water, it is not. And I do feel sorry because people's lives are being endangered. But I feel like, to me, they're getting a taste of Africans have felt, like people have felt all over this world, who have been persecuted by this fascist, vicious, racist